And we're back up here again. It's Tuesday. I took the day off from work, so we'll give it a shot. The river's down quite a bit. I got two very distinct seams now to fish here, an inside and a very outside one. The outside one seems to have been the one when I hooked that other fish, so hopefully that's the one that I get these on, if I get one. But there's not a lot of fish in here. They're really squatted hardly up at the reader. Now, I saw two cars in the Wallace fishing, but it's a beautiful day, 40 degrees out, sun's out. Who knows, I might get lucky. So we're gonna put a little secret sauce on that jig. You can see I got everything with meat that I can imagine. Bloody tuna? Nah, I don't think we're gonna do bloody tuna today. I think we'll do shrimp oil. I'm gonna throw spinners and try a worm and see what happens. Who knows? I might get lucky. I'm hoping to. I was totally blown away. I came here again. Nobody here. That means they all went upriver to start. Then we'll try that seam right there to start with and see what happens. Anything's possible. We need some fish in here to catch fish. One thing we don't have very many in here anymore is fish. But you never know. I really don't care if I can keep it or not. It's not about keeping fish, it's about hooking fish. Like I said in my other video, I don't care as long as it's over 6 pounds. If I can't keep it, so what? I caught it. That's all that matters. I don't care if I can keep them. I care about catching them. Now get out of that dead water. There you go. There's a spot right there. If you get behind those rocks, you're just dead. You don't go anywhere. There could be fish in there, but sun's out, it's on the water. We'll see what happens. I'll try this jig, I'll try a nightmare jig too. See which one works the best. Now we're going back down the same spot I went last time. Good old Burlington Northern. Usually if you're going to get a fish, you get it within the first 10 casts. If there's an active fish in a hole you're fishing and you put the right gear in front of them, the right depth, you'll get them in 10 casts. Doesn't mean they're not showing up. Later, fish travel, depending on water conditions and temperature and things like that. But I have good luck with these arrow jigs. I like them. They got Gamakatsu hooks in them. And they're not that very expensive. I make my own jigs too, but I carry a lot of theirs. I'm just going to systematically pick this hole apart and see what happens. I don't like being that far downriver with a jig, man. It's really hard to set the hook and get it. Looks like they got a little snow in the mountains last night. Got a nice drift going through there. Nice if we had a fish in there. I always like these videos I watch on YouTube. Everybody says use high-vis line, high-vis line. Oh, and then, by the way, now you got to tie yourself a fucking 20-foot long monofilament or something of 20-pound casts because they can see your high-vis line. I use moss green. I know where my shit is and I know where my line is. I don't understand why I'd have to use high-vis. See my line laying on the water. Sometimes you can't when the sun hits it just right, but I know where my line is. I know how much line I pick up. I prefer using this. Would I catch more fish if I used monofilament as a fucking buffer tube or buffer line or whatever? I might not. I've been doing it this way for a long time and I've caught fish. I think sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But it's a beautiful day. There's nobody on the other side. There's nobody on this side. I got it to myself again. Might not be a good thing. Might be telling me that there's nothing here. That's why there's no one here. Float's being weird. There it goes. That hung up. Damn it. It went right to a good spot too. Hung up. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. I'd have got bit by now, I think. I'm sure people will show up here in a few hours. I think most people are probably up at Reeder or Cable Hole or Hogarty or someplace upriver, intake hole.